Welcome back, all you big bass lovers. It's DeMont coming at you again. Just wanted to hop on here. I think the people are kind of talking about these already. I wanted to give them a good try before I start talking about them. It's actually a very viable option to this, which is just like a mono shad. Especially in the bigger ones. And I ordered some of these on my last order from them. I was already using their little swim baits. You guys know I use Preybait. I use that a lot for my smaller swim baits and even my big swim baits. I like them a lot. But Ignite makes this other thing that I started trying that's really, really, really good. And that's called the nicotine shad. Ain't that what it's called? Yep, nicotine shad. All right, so it basically they're trying to the Crush City bait. It's similar to that, very similar to that. But they were making this before. Very soft. This is the gizzard shad color. This one's 4.2. 1 second here. This is electric shad, and this is 6.25. So that's what I'm talking about there. You start getting in, it has the wings, kind of like a mono shad. Of course, I try to pick something up, but I'll get tangled up. Got your wings like the Sakamoto shad. Body is a little bit bigger. Plastic's really soft. Doesn't have like a very rubbery smell. Still ain't got my truck back yet, so haven't really went and tried to put the rods and stuff back in the boat yet. I got the boat back, but now my truck's messing up. Really? You're gonna just stay right there, it's fine. So here's your 8-inch Sakamoto. Here's your 6.25 of the nicotine shad. Let me just take this off so I can show you better. Now, that Queen's Tackle hook jig head will get you. That thing is super, super sharp. All right. I like this. I think it's a decoy. It's a crosshatch snap. I know you can't really see it that good right now, but it goes. The two pieces kind of cross over top of each other. But here you go. Here's your Sakamoto shad. There's your wings. The wings are not as pronounced on this, but they are about the same thickness. Did I get a 7 in this order? I can't remember if I did or not. I guess I didn't. Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to see what I got in here. No, I've got 6.25s. I think they make a 7, but I can't remember if they do or not. But like, as you gotta know, here's the Preybait. This is the 5.6. I use the 5.6. I think it's a 4.25 and the 3.5. All the Frenzy, the Ignite Preybaits, they are so they work really, 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 really good. They do have a tendency to tear up every once in a while, but so I got 6.25s and 4.25s. Okay, that's what I got in this order here. Anyway, I'll put those up, but yeah, this jig head worked really good in it too. I'd probably use a bigger jig head in this one. that Queen's tackle jig head, usually I put them on here as well. As you can see how I do the suck. I'm going to get stabbed here in a minute. I kind of bring it back from the nose. I put it just like that. You can kind of see where the hook comes out at. What that does, let me put this back in the bag here, is it gives it a really nice roll, but it gives it a little bit more action from the nose. It makes the nose start catching water. So it kind of makes the bait kind of come down a little bit. It helps not raise the bait up in the water column so much. You guys out there shaking minnows, you kind of know what I'm talking about. The bait naturally wants to go up, wants to rise, and you want to try to make it go down. That's why I fish my rod tip down towards the water surface. I don't fish it up in the air. Some people, when they're doing the forward facing, they cast it and they sit there and they shake the rod up. But what that does is it makes your bait go up more and more. So instead of fishing where you think the bait should be, you're fishing up here instead of down here. I know not making much sense to you probably, kind of. Get off of there. There we go. Now, let me put this back on here. I've been using this setup on my bigger minnow baits for quite a while now. Actually, it's really good. I picked this because these minnow baits, these bigger, what's Mikey Balls call it, bigger dong, these bigger dongs. That's a good probably ounce and a half of plastic mostly. I mean, of course you got your jig head and stuff there, but that's mostly plastic. Having a hard time seeing this little stupid thing. Kind of irritated. I went and I thought I was getting like a really good deal off Facebook. I got a message this lady back. I want some speakers for out here, some better speakers. And she has some older Pokes with the built-in powered subwoofers. And one of them don't work at all, and the other one sounds like it's got some kind of weird something in it. I'm gonna take them apart and see if I can fix it. If not, that lady's gotta take them back. Anyway, but here's how that crosshatch works. You kind of see it goes. Let me see if I can get my hands out of the way. Yeah, you can't really see it. Dang it, it's too small. But let me put it together, then you can see it. It kind of goes on top of itself like that. I stopped using loop knots because loop knots sometimes fail. That's just the nature of the game. Everybody says, no, if you tie it right, it don't fail. It does. It fails. I got to retie. This was, last fish I caught with this was a pickerel. You can kind of see it got my line right there. So if I don't go and retie, then that's going to be a loss of a bait. Anyway, this right here is a ARC Invoker Pro. It's the IVP 70 or 70 MHC-XC. It's 7 foot, medium heavy, extra fast. It has a really stout tip on it. It casts really good. It casts this bait really well. It loads really well. This right here is Salamandria 8.1 SV type 7 SV70. Yeah, SV70. This right here is I think it's size 1. I think it's either 1 or 1.2 go. And then this is a 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. I mean, when you're fishing the bigger baits like this, you have to, I mean, it's going to get hit hard. And you're casting that big, heavy bait out there. You don't want to take any chance of line snap or anything like that. Okay, so that's this stuff. That's just some Preybaits and more nicotine shads. I want to say caffeine shads because why did they do that? You got nicotine shads, caffeine shads. It's kind of, Anyway, this right here just, it seems like lately, and I don't know why this is, because it's been pretty good worker for me. This has become my second favorite little full body type swim bait. And that's the Working Class Zero, the Micro Citizen. And they had a drop of these colors. I didn't have these colors, so I thought I'd pick them up. What's it called again? I forgot they don't have the color on there. Let's see, it's in here. This one's a Sidekick in Bone White. This one here is a Sidekick. It's kind of it's got some blue flake and some black flake. It's like a kind of a blue smoke and kind of a clear smoke bottom belly. And then your Bone White is just bone white. Just what it says. Yeah, I fished those with that BKK hook. I use the 2-aught. I don't use the 1. I know the owner of Working Class Zero says he likes to use the 1. I just like the 2-aught hook. It seems like I get better hookup with it. That and the Preybait, I like to fish them through grass flats and things of that nature. When you're fishing like basically a more traditional, not a ball head type swim bait, or like a Kitech, when you're not fishing something like that, you're fishing something that has like a beast hook or just thereabouts. I mean, I do like the no live bait needed. But I guess it's those three. Those three, I used to like the damn Freestyle. I used to like the Freestyle Mag Draft 6-inch. I just get more bites on the Preybait. Maybe a lot more people are throwing the Mag Draft Freestyle. But to me, I mean, I'm gonna get a hook in my arm. I could go over and get the Mag Draft out, but you guys all know what a Mag Draft looks like. I don't even show what a Mag Draft looks like. Here's that Preybait. It has a really good channel for your hook. And I think the 5.2 takes an 8-aught beast hook. Yeah, that's what it is. The 5.2 takes an 8-aught beast hook. It's just a fish catching machine. And you get like 2 to a pack of these. This is called Slick Magic, this color here. They're super soft, as you can tell by the tail. You don't really have to worry about the tail deforming. I keep them in their clamshells like this right here. They have a good smell to them. What is that? Can you give me a sticker? Yep. He sent me a sticker. Okay. Well, I got my stickers over there. I can put it over there. I've still been out here working, just trying to get everything organized, straightened out, how I want it to be. Like I've been organizing. Where I set it? You guys ever do that to yourself? Oh, I see. It's over there. I see it now. I made a tackle box full of just like, not really finesse jigs, but BFS finesse jigs. That's your 1/16. The heaviest is a 3/8, but it's not just 3/8 is not really what I would consider a finesse jig. But the size wire and the size of the bait. The size of the bait is what I would consider a finesse jig. Hell, I'll show you real quick. I got another big box that came today from Hookup Tackle. This is box number 3. I'll open it on the next video, but let me show you this real quick. Just so you can kind of, I've still got more to add to this and to resort it, but you can kind of see. This right here, I got up here 3/8 ounce, 3/8, 3/16. I'm probably gonna put a quarter up here somewhere too. I don't really have that many quarter because most of my baits cover is 1/16, 1/8, and 3/16. When I say 1/16, I mean you got little guys like this. You also got your little Daba jigs. I love that little Dama jig right there. I think you want to talk about a damn good little just BFS jig. Like when I say a 3/8 ounce, here's like your little Mickey head. There's your Mickey head. I've showed you this on another video. This is, if you haven't got these, you need to. These are some fish catching little boogers right here. This design of the head. See how the line tie is, how it kind of comes up? And the size wire of this hook, it's really thin, but it's really stout. I mean, it is really stout. But this thing walks through rocks like you've never seen. It's just very good stuff. Here's most of my little stuff in here is like Dama, like the Dama jig, but I got like some Buckeye jigs. This is the little finesse ball. This is 1/8 ounce. I also got them in like 3/16. Guys like this are here. But there's that little Dama jig in 3/16. Look at that. It's tiny. The head's kind of bigger, but the hook's so small. But I use that right there with the dang it, TRD bugs, TRD crawls. I also use it with Jackal, Jackal Dragon 2s. These guys, I got a pack right here. Didn't realize I had them sitting here. The little Great Lakes Finesse, I think it's called the 2.1 inch snap crawl. Use those with it. I also been like making other jig boxes. I ordered these off of Amazon. I'm getting ready to put these in there, but I mean, this is another one of my favorite, like little, when I'm fishing Neds, or if I'm fishing shaky heads, small shaky heads. I like the owner of the Ultra Head, but these little boxes right here, it's got full foam in it. See, hooks, your jig heads don't fall out. This is the Ultra Head from Z-Man. This is some of these Ultra Heads over here, but this is like the Ultra, like Elastic head from Z-Man. They're right there. I've got, this is, I need to go back there and put I'm putting numbers up here. I got 1/8 ounce on this side and 3/16 on this side. And as far as shaky heads go, that's about, I don't really go much heavier than that. An 1/8 and 3/16. I just don't. I mean, sometimes you're fishing like a big Elastic, like a big, Fatty Z Magnum. If you're fishing that, you need like a 3/8 ounce. But anything other than that, you don't really need that big of a head. Some people say they think they have a 3/16, a 3/8 ounce when they're out fishing like, or a quarter, a quarter or 3/16, 3/8, damn it. Mostly 3/8, most people say 3/8 when they're out fishing like really deep, when they're fishing like 20 foot deep. That 3/16 gets it down just as good, but it gives you a lot more action. Now, one trade-off is you don't have, when you're fishing that deep with a 3/16, you don't have as good bottom contact. You don't have as good feel, but you have better action. You just have to be more of a line watcher instead of having constant feel. Some people just don't do good with a shaky head when they don't have constant feel. Me, I'm always like just watching my line, and I'm seeing if my line's moving, my line jumps. If I'm moving the shaky head, if it doesn't feel the same, set the fucking hook. Because more than likely, you got a fish holding in his mouth. And hook sets are free. I mean, yeah, you might get snagged up every once in a while. You might look like a fool every once in a while. Like the guy on American Idol looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. That's how it goes. Hell, I don't even know. But like I said, I don't really go much heavier than that. But I've got these come like you get two of these for like $16. And I've got some other ones of these that I already put like swim bait heads and stuff in, and I'm going to be putting like, this is going to be basically all my jig heads are going to go in these boxes. All my different jig heads and different things that I use. Like I got a smaller one that came from NICO, not NICO. Damn it, what's it called again? Hell, it's been so long since I had ordered stuff from. Shit, when you have concussion syndrome, sometimes you have brain farts and it just goes away from you. I'm thinking about them. They're the ones that brought in the flight feather, but it don't matter. NECO or NICOTINE. I think that's good enough. NICOTINE or whatever it's called. I know. I got a bunch of their damn flipping weights and all kinds of stuff from them. But anyway, they sent me. I ordered a little jig box from like this right here, and I've got a lot of my. Not really this size Ned head. This is the Ned locks, but the little small micro Neds. I put them all through that box, and it's a double-sided box. So I've got one side I got black and green pumpkin, and on the other side I got chartreuse and red. So it kind of, only time I really use that box is when I'm fishing from shore. When I'm well, every once in a while I fish from the boat with it, but not very often because I'm always chasing bass. Now when I'm out there with my son sometimes and he wants to, well, my youngest son, not my older son, he wants to always catch brim because that's his thing, that's his jam, because he's fishing with fucking worms. And I got these because I want to try these to see if these work as good as worms do or not, but we'll find out. This is the OSP MMZ Deca. I don't know. We're going to find out. They're showing it as a drop shot worm or a wacky worm. Now I'm curious. I got to find out what it's about. I just realized this looks like a... That don't smell like traditional OSP, but I guess, yeah. Okay. So, not very stretchy. But they're greasy as hell. That's for damn sure. I should go and tell the wife I don't need lube now. Don't tell her I said that. That was bad taste. But that's... maybe I won't use them like that. Maybe I'll use this as a drop shot worm and try it out. I thought it was gonna be more like the little Berkeley worms and stuff you get. Those things are hit and miss. Sometimes they work really good, and sometimes they work like shit. Yes, it is what it is. It's just nature of the beast, I guess. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'll leave this stuff. Well, I'll leave the Ignitebaits there. If you want to get these things here, you have to you need to sign up on this thing. Yeah, it's been easier to get these. It's been a lot easier to get these. I have quite a few of these now. But they do go still fast. If you go look at it one day, if you go look at it when it first drops it and you say, oh, I gotta get them tomorrow, they're not gonna be there tomorrow. You gotta go ahead and get them then. But I'm still have not been fast enough to get a 6, 7, 9, a Titan. Nope, ain't got none of those. Eventually I might get one. If I might get lucky, something another. Anyway, all right, guys, till next time, tight lines. Y'all stay safe. I'll catch you on the next one. This video kind of got off the rails, and I'm sorry about that, guys. My mind kind of all over the place. I'm kind of irritated about the speaker. I'm just kind of starting to rain on me now, and I'm just trying to get stuff done. All right, till next time, we'll catch you then.